Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm going to talk to you today about why the FF Plus won big in the last South African elections. The Democratic Alliance, while the ANC lost their supermajority and the EFF did not get 11 or 12% that the EFF was aiming for. The Democratic Alliance did have a disappointing show, not compared to the ANC, but they did lose 5 seats in Parliament to the FF Plus. And the reasons that I think it happened were a number of reasons, but I don't think white racism has increased in South Africa, and I don't think a lot of white South Africans are racist. Here is the thing. Here's what happened. And you got to hear me on this. Hear me out. All right. The number one, I don't think the Democratic Alliance addressed the farm murders aggressively enough. They addressed it, and they addressed it to being a problem, but they didn't address it aggressively enough. They didn't acknowledge that the majority of the farm murders were race-based murders, which they were. I saw very little acknowledgement in that. If it was acknowledged, they didn't acknowledge it fast enough, and they didn't acknowledge it aggressively enough. Number two, there are some anti-white epidemics and pandemics in South Africa. As far as one being the farm murders, but two, when a lot of whites go apply for jobs, black economic empowerment. Now, while the Democratic Alliance stopped supporting black economic empowerment, they didn't address its ineffectiveness fast enough and aggressive enough. They didn't address the white poverty issue at all. Now, white poverty is mild compared to black poverty in South Africa, but it's still an issue and it needed to be addressed. And that's why 350,000 white voters went from the Democratic Alliance to the Freedom Front Plus. I'm still a Democratic Alliance supporter. Amid a huge situation, I'm going to always be a Democratic Alliance supporter. But the FF Plus capitalized on that and then condemned what I just talked about. They condemned very fast and very aggressively, and that's why they gained 5 seats in Parliament. So, hope everybody's doing well. Take care. God bless them. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.